Welcome to the highlights of the match between Pakistan and Sri Lanka at the Adelaide Oval. It's the first of a double-header this weekend. Tomorrow it's Australia against Sri Lanka. Well, the Pakistan team is unchanged for this game, and so too Sri Lanka, the same two teams as met in Hobart the other day when Pakistan came out on top. Conditions very good. Max Walker reported that the pitch looked to be an absolute beauty. He reckoned a score of something around about 250 to 300 might be possible for the side batting first. It happened to be Pakistan because Sri Lankan skipper Arjuna Ranatunga won the toss and put them into bat. We join play now in the third over. 6 runs are on the board. Lebroy is the bowler. He's coming into bowl to the little left-hander Saeed Anwar, who's been in brilliant form.
There he goes this time. That's the great result. That's 4. That's his go. Go for them. Really timed that sweetly.
He's a very dangerous young man because he does time the ball so well. Just a flick of the wrists and that's disappeared over point and beaten the third man very easily.
So a good battle here, an informed batsman. Good bowler. Oh, that's a great hit. Straight down the Adelaide Oval. Wafted over long on. That's a big hit they should run for here. And they're back for 4 all run. Not that the running was all that convincing, but they made the 4 in a fine stroke.
Never ever see a fieldsman down there in the first 15 overs. He reckons he's hit that pretty well. That's why he didn't take off too quickly. That's a lovely straight hit.
There's the white ball. Green seam. A single. Not running well. Ramiz Raja very reluctant to come. Very sluggish between the wickets.
It was a very easy single there, and even after they'd hesitated and got the second call to come on down, they still made it very, very easily.
Whoops. That would have been very close to out. It's a long way down. Sent back by Ramiz.
Ramiz takes off, as does Anwar. He'd have been out by 2 yards.
Didn't miss by all that much either. Nice shot. Beautifully placed. 3 men inside the circle. That's going to be 4. That's his strength. No wicket for 23. It's well played, beautifully glanced away. The final leg is square. That's racing away to the longest boundary, and that's going to be 4. That's a beautiful shot.
The fine leg is very square. That's Vijay Gunawardena. And that's a beautifully played leg glance, a genuine leg glance off the middle of the bat. And the placement was just perfect.
Pila Vijay Gunawardena coming on to replace Graham Lebroy. And it starts with a half volley. And Ramiz has really enjoyed that. Gives Brendan Kurupu a long chase.
That's the thing to consider when you're a bowler in this one-day international type cricket, the strike rate.
Nicely hit. He's gone for the shorter boundary this time, and with a good result into the garden seats. And that brings up the 50 in a very entertaining way.
They say it, Anwar hangs around for a decade and plays cricket like this. He'll pull crowds in right around the ground. give you an indication of how good a hit that was. That was hit into the breeze. Well, this is an indication of the effectiveness of the opening batting combination.
It's a great shot. So very good over there for Pakistan. Well, the planning of the City of Adelaide was Light's vision, and they built a monument to Colonel William Light. That's it on Montefiore Hill, just out the back of the Adelaide Oval. And they might build a monument to Saeed Anwar if he keeps dropping him in the garden seats like that. Certainly the crowd will be happy to give him plenty of applause. That's a great shot.
Well, the foundations of this innings already being propped up by a couple of huge sixes. Look at that. Pleasure to watch for everyone bar the Sri Lankan side.
And well hit. Beautiful shot. It's a lot of power there for a little man. And I must say he's using a bit of common sense as well here today. He's not thrashing at everything. It's been a very good innings. That probably the best of the shots. He's hit 2 sixes. They've gone to the short side boundaries. But that was a tremendous shot.
Know that the short ball at three-quarter pace outside leg stump with no fine leg is the correct tactical move. Morning, Rodney.
Morning, Rich. 2 sixes and 6 fours for Saeed Anwar. And that brings up his 50.
The new bowler is Aravinda de Silva. It's a very good piece of fielding. We've seen 3 run-outs with Pakistan in recent times where the batsman didn't ground his bat and then looked aggrieved when given out. And I would suggest that he might have been a trifle fortunate there.
And for the first time, we see the skipper come into the attack, Arjuna Ranatunga. Another single.
Well, they're the sort of chances that might be difficult, but they have to be taken if you're going to have the opportunity to win matches of this kind.
Aravinda Silva gets hit over mid-wicket. That's 6 more. There she goes again, his third 6. A beautifully timed pull shot.
That wasn't a bad ball. That was quite a good length and right on the stumps, but Saeed Anwar was quickly onto the back foot, and that shows you what good footwork can do. He was quickly onto the back foot and gave himself just that extra bit of room. Bingo.
Beautifully timed. He certainly started them off beautifully nice couple of games, but paid the price by getting out in the 30s or the 20s. Today he's gone on batting superbly. It's lofted just short of the man at long on. That's 50 to Ramiz Raja. They struggled with Ramiz and Shoaib. At last they've got an opener that's in top 4. And that's in the air. It's going to be safe. It's racing away towards the boundary. It's just running. And that's it. So 100 for Saeed Anwar. A superb knock. A wonderful team innings.
Wasim Akram with a big smile on his face, and more importantly, he's got the pads on. So good luck, Sri Lanka. If they get one of these two, it's going to be Wasim Akram. 8 4s and 3 6s, just 87 balls faced. A marvellous piece of entertainment there from Saeed Anwar.
It's going to be Ahsoka De Silva to come into the attack.
And look at that. That is gone into, that is into orbit. That is over the top. And another one. 6, number 4. He's cleared the white picket fence by 4 or 5 rows. Again, looking at a delivery around leg stump. And away that one goes. That is a great piece of willow that young man is wielding.
It's none for 188 out in the centre. It's now none for 194. You could get 7 for a 6, then they'd give it for that. Went back a long, long way. Good 20, 25 metres back over the fence.
It's almost like an instant replay. Down on one knee in a beautiful position. He's middled that one even better than the previous one. I think the ball won't be in much state when it does come back into the hand of the bowler. Smack onto the bitumen. That's going to take a lot of leather right from the surface. Not that the ball would have much sheen on it. It really has been battered around the Adelaide Oval today.
Away she goes again. And that was just a little chip. He didn't bother with any massive backlift there. It was just a little gentle nudge. And he's now 124. Highest score by a Pakistan batsman in a limited overs match. Behind his pads. Oh, I think it needed something like that to get rid of Saeed Anwar. It was rather a cheeky little dismissal from his point of view, a relief for Ahsoka De Silva and for the whole of the Sri Lankan side. Ball just going straight on, and I suspect in the replay finding the minimum part of the stump.
Well, almost an anticlimax, this. So much action, and then a fairly innocuous delivery, just beating bat, in line with leg stump, laying back the bail, and the end of one absolutely magnificent innings. Anwar out for 127 in less than a century of deliveries. Pakistan lose their first. The score's 202.
Salim Malik is the new batsman.
Just when everyone, probably including the bowler, didn't expect the wicket to fall, off goes the leg bail, and away the dynamic left-hander went. Tinge of disappointment in the crowd as he departed. And there's no one in the slip cordon. A huge chase down to third man. They've run 2, they're looking for 3. That's all they'll get. Takes the score to 223.
Well, that's got to be a no ball, and it's called by the square leg umpire.
And it was out. In traditional cricket, he hit that. But a no ball was the call, as the ball was over the batsman's shoulder. Little touch. Umpire Steve Randell at square leg calling no ball.
Salim has just taken advantage of the short boundary there.
That's been the consistency of the Pakistan innings. So Anwar out there just the 32nd over, but a wonderful chart.
That's in the air, and beautifully caught by Rumesh. What a magnificent catch. Well, we've seen plenty of great catches this year. That one must rate, because he had to run in a long way and dive forward. And that is a brilliant outfield catch, Bill.
Yes, Salim hitting the ball sweetly, clearing the infield, and Rumesh Ratnayake running at the ball. The leg spinner picks it up, he gets to the pitch, hits it on the up, loses control of the shot. But Rumesh Ratnayake running at the ball, a very difficult chance, and caught a couple of inches above the turf. That was a beauty and a great breakthrough for Sri Lanka. So that's the end for Salim Malik, out for 25. It's 2 for 252.
Well, a new man in, elevated up the order, was Akram. Well, that one's gone for 6. Just got over.
Yeah, it was about a metre over the top. Aravinda Silva was backing back onto the fence, but he didn't really go after it. It was just a little bit of a lift over, square leg there. Guru Singh of the bowler just picked it up. There it goes. Bit of bottom hand in that, and just clears the fence for 6.
That's gone further. A big un. A big un.
Into the Victor Richardson gates goes Guru Singha, courtesy of Wasim Akram. Through the door next to the gates as the first 6. That just gets over. That's a reasonable hit, but no great shakes. But this next one's a beauty. Whop. There it goes. See that white ball all the way through the gate into the tram.
Into the tram.
It's going to be Graham LeBroy now coming on from the river end. It's lofted between the fielders. Picked the gap nicely there. Didn't quite time the shot.
Great memories of this ground. Wasim Akram, feel good. Century in a test match. Just flexing the muscles there. Not a good sight when you're bowling to see the batsman charging down the wicket. Not a lot you can do. Very little protection inside the circle. On the onside, only one man. It's an orthodox mid-wicket, then 3 on the boundary.
Coming off the pad, they could get a couple here. No one at the stumps. Really has been a schmozzle, the Sri Lankan fielding.
It was pretty good running in the finish. Can't get a bat, get a little bit of pad. Tilakaratne a little unsighted there, not sure. Now here's a gamble. If he hits, he's out. It was a big enough gamble. And at this stage of a match, you would expect that.
It's the way he likes to hit, away on the onside. Its previous delivery was also a no ball, so a nice little bonus there for Pakistan.
The attraction of the mid-wicket fence, Syed Anwar really enjoyed pounding that.
Rameez is on 98. The board is showing him on 99. Now I hope that he doesn't get a single, think that he's got his 100 and get out. That would be an absolute disaster. And you see why it's so important to have the scoreboard correct, because the crowd are going to clap if he gets a single, and with only a couple of overs to go, he might easily then throw the bat at something, get out, and he's actually only going to have 99 against his name. It really is very important to get the scoreboard right. Let's hope that he gets a 2. He's not going to. Let's hope now that he does at least get one more.
Well, he thinks he's there. He's acknowledged the crowd. Now maybe there is some suggestion that perhaps it's not. So the teammates, they know what the situation is. Perhaps needs a little confirmation. So 99 or 100, he has played superbly. 99 runs, 3 4s from 147 balls. What a contrast to Syed Anwar, 6 6s in his knock.
Thank heavens for that. So Rameez Raja has got 2 successive centuries. Pakistan 2 for 300 after 48 overs. Good change of pace, and Wasim Akram says, let me get down there and see if I can do something a bit better. Bye called there. He's got a problem other than his groin. He's pulled up very quickly a couple of times now. He's having trouble with the groin. Maybe it is the groin that's causing him a problem there.
He's carried that injury through the summer, but very, very good backing up. Now the power hitter on strike, Wasim Akram. The ability to hit the ball a long way.
That's hit very hard. Aravinda will chop it off. But he's got a long chase to do that. And Akram really lame there, running between wickets.
It was a pretty good chop from Wasim Akram. He made room for himself, realising just 4 men on the offside. LeBroy bowling to 5 men on the onside, 3 on the fence, 2 on the inside. Look at this, steps away. Ball, even though pitched on off stump, there's plenty of space out there on the offside. Now a complete turnaround. What will be the tactics of LeBroy now for the right-hander on strike? Well, I can tell you he's got 3 men inside the circle on the offside, plus a 3rd man and a deep cover point on the fence.
Aravinda with a long chase, and he can't get there. 2 runs to Wasim Raja. Pakistan 2 for 310 with 1 over to go. 323 Australia made here against Sri Lanka. That's the best ever score in this competition. So they'll need a couple of good hits to surpass that. And he's got him. Clean bowled Wasim Akram as he gives himself a bit of room. And Rumesh has bowled pretty well under fire here.
And this Rumesh keeping down under 4 runs and over. That's been a very tough assignment. But again, trying to be innovative, make room, looking for runs on the offside. And really with just a delivery to go. Wasim Akram, painful 36 in terms of that groin injury. Good performance, 3 for 314.
That was absolutely brilliant. Welcome back, and we can show you now just how magnificent the Pakistan batting was. Absolutely superb. Mayhem, if you like. 3 for 315. Ramiz, well, he's continued his splendid form. He was out of touch early on. Imran was desperate to get him back in. He made runs down in Hobart, and now 107 not out. But the highlight, Saeed Anwar, 126. That little left-hander is going to be a real problem for the Australians in the finals. They'll have to come up with some excellent tactics to counteract his brilliant timing and hitting away on the onside. Salim 25, Wasim Akram 34 and a possible groin strain. Imran 1 not out with Ramiz at the end. 3 for 315, and the bowling figures accurately reflect that batting. An outstanding performance from Rumesh Ratnayaka. 10 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 38, and that brilliant diving catch towards the end. It was a superb effort from him in a score of that size. So it's 316 to win, and the asking rate is 6.32 per over. I can tell you that is just about out of the reach of the Sri Lankan batsman.
Kurupu on 7 faces Waqar. That's a quick single. It could be interesting if he hits them. But he hasn't. Bails are off, but I think he might have hit the stumps with his hand.
Well, that was a mix-up there. I thought he was going for all money. He had to put the ball onto the bails. What's happened? What did Akib do? He missed them. Why didn't he just take the bails off, Rodney?
I don't know.
Oh, that's well hit down the ground. A beautiful shot by Brendan Kurupu. That's going down towards the long boundary for 4. We haven't seen that very often this summer. Wasim Akram hit straight down the ground.
What a lovely shot. He's just picked it up clean as you like. Straight back over Wasim's head. 4 bits.
Put down the glasses on that one. Beautifully executed square cut. He really is bowling very much within himself. A lot of pain. Very flat, even track. No questions to be asked in terms of bounce. Ideal for horizontal bat shots.
Aqib is the bowler. I don't think quite timed that as he wanted, but it still went away quickly enough and was well enough placed to get between the two men behind square leg.
Not much tolerance in terms of length here. Anything just short is easy pickings for the batsman. They can get on the back foot all the time in the world to decide which part of the ground they want to dispatch the ball.
Really mistimed. The aim there to punch it away through mid-wicket. I think it got off the middle of the bat, but it was up round about the splice. This is the dismissal. Samarasekera, the man trying to pull the ball away through mid-wicket. And a slightly slow-moving left-arm pace man, Wasim Akram, grasping it in both hands and then grasping his groin.
Very pleased that that one hung in the air for so long. The finished it was a pretty simple catch. He got back quickly and comfortably. But Samarasekera hoping to repeat the shot. Just a couple of deliveries before. Got 4 runs for the same sort of shot. One may have been a little fuller pitched and may have been just a little bit quicker. So an opening stand of 55 runs. Samarasekera out for 24.
Aravinda de Silva.
And look at that, that's a big one. That is over the fence, just short of the gates.
I reckon he picked that up from about dead middle. That's a lovely shot.
Fairly early in the innings, pitch just outside off stump, dispatched in front of square leg. That is a good shot. We saw a flurry of sixes hit on the other side of the ground. That one picked up with the aid of the wind over the fence. And again he tries. Not so much height, but no worries. That's hit pretty close to middle. That rattles the pickets. 4 more.
Now, if he's one of these batsmen who works on numbers, you reckon 2 shortish deliveries there, one for him to swing away and the next one for him to half pull. Now perhaps this one will be the half volley to hit down the ground. Man gone out to deep square. They're only in the 14th over, so they're only allowed 2 men outside the circle. One is the third man, the other one at deep square. Couple for that. Depends how quickly Kurupu can turn.
Wasim Akram continues. Imran Khan, I would suspect, will just bowl him out. 10 in a row. Look at that one. That is in the air. There's a chance. No. Well, a high ball. That breeze we were talking about before, gusting at around 20 kilometres an hour, just had enough carry. So Waqar Younis, the young fast bowler, disappointed with himself. Let's have a look at it again.
Be more disappointed if he catches Wasim Akram's eye. He was always going to be struggling there.
Nadeem Guri. Oh, that may have been an edge or a pad there. Deflected away from Yusuf, the wicketkeeper. We'll watch umpire Randall. Happy with 2. It could be out. It's gone. Yes. Still a bit of running. Bad calling. And Brendan Kurupu run out a great throw. That was silly cricket. Going for the third. Break of concentration and a bow's right in a flash.
Well, Brennan Kurupu hasn't had a look to see that the fieldsman's got the ball in his hand. He was worried, I think, because he was running slowly. Aravinda's a very quick runner. Now, Aravinda gets back easily for 2. Now, Kurupu there sees that the fieldsman's got the ball in his hand. But I think because he was worried about Aravinda's extra speed, he thought, I better get going here. But he ignored what his brain should have been telling him. It's 2 for 90.
Arjuna Ranatunga, the Sri Lankan captain, comes to the crease. Always a chance. Oh, look at that. Got him. What a piece of work. He hasn't got a wicket. What an athlete. What a throw. Superb stuff from Wasem Akram.
He's a hero, Bill.
He's a hero. He's number 1 in 1990. Wonder if he'd play for Victoria.
Well, you've got the checkbook there. Write the checkout, fan. Get him there playing for Victoria, but it was a marvellous piece of work. And that gets rid of Aravinda. Good decision there too by umpire Randell. Sri Lanka have lost their 3rd wicket.
Wasem Akram there, almost on one leg as he leaves the field, and that's understandable. He started this innings with an injury. Guru Singha, the new batsman, joining Arjuna Ranatunga. Swept away nicely down to square leg, and that's 4. He splits the gap between deep backward square and mid wicket. That's a fine shot. Waka coming into the attack. Nice drive straight down the ground, beautifully timed. Arjuna Ranatunga should come back for the 4th. For all run.
It should be out, and is. So another wicket. Gurusingha on his way. Caught in a deep by Javed Miandad. And that's not exactly what they needed. Didn't quite catch it, but he realised that's where the short boundary was. Hitting into the breeze a little bit. Just held up, and Javed no trouble whatsoever.
Yes, well, good bowling. Only using the advantage of that breeze. Gurusingha is out now. 16. Sri Lanka 4 for 1, 2, 3.
Mahanama about to face his first delivery. Imran is the new bowler from the Cathedral end. He's hit that pretty well. I'll give you the tip. He's very strong on his pads, Mahanama. And Imran can't really afford to bowl too wide of off stump. He hasn't got much protection there.
Imran likes generally to swing into the pads of the right-handers.
Mahanama goes over mid-on. Big hit. Won't reach the fence, but they'll get a comfortable 3. It's a good shot.
Sponsored by the Commonwealth Bank. Not quite tall enough. Pretty good effort to get it into his hands. He's a gutsy little cricketer. He wasn't going to let that get out of his grasp. But I think he might have to go for a few running repairs.
The fact that he actually toppled over the boundary makes it a 6, but I've never ever seen that before. I've seen guys catch them with their back up against the fence but not go over the top of the fence.
Actually, he's a bit unlucky because that's the gate. And it would seem that the gate, well, was it locked or not? No, I think it probably wasn't.
No, it wasn't locked. In fact, if it had been locked, he might have stayed inside the ground. Oh, I don't know. He's...
Catch it!
Shouts of catch it again, but no one is going to fall for the same trap. Mind you, they wouldn't have had to worry too much because that one was well over the fence. That brings up the 200 for Sri Lanka. And that's 50 to Arjuna.
Mahanama's on 49. He's on strike. Aqib Javed is the bowler. He's got that one fine. They'll look for two. Guri's not a quick mover in the field. That's 50 for Roshan Mahanama. A very good hand indeed. Really, it's up to these two to get them a lot closer and get them there very quickly. Now he's hit that one for 4. Very difficult to pick up the ball with the naked eye here at the moment. The ball has just got a little bit dirty.
Just what the doctor ordered. With 6 wickets in hand, they can afford to lose 1 or 2 wickets. Endeavouring to get that 9 runs and over. 65 runs, 43 balls remaining.
They could be out, and is safely caught down there by Salim Malik. End of a very, very fine innings from the skipper. Unlucky that full toss, and he just didn't place it. New man at the crease is Rumesh Ratnayaka.
Yes, well, he comes to the crease because Aqib picks up his 2nd wicket. A full toss, not quite being collared.
Bowled him. That's the end for Rumesh. Good piece of bowling by Waqar Younis. I don't think they are going to slide off the middle or the edge. I think he's going to get wickets, Max.
They were the 2 options: wickets in a hurry or the ball off the bat in a hurry. I think there may have been even a little deflection off the pads. Very ungainly looking shot. That spells the end for Rumesh Ratnayaka. He made 3 in 5. Sri Lanka 6 down now, 258 the total.
Graham Lebroy is the new man at the crease.
Lebroy has a go, doesn't quite get it. Got to go for 2 here. Ijaz is the fieldsman. Good running.
It's a good piece of running from Mahanama. He has an injured knee, and that's why Ijaz went to his end with the throw.
Mahanama 71, Lebroy 7, 6 for 270. 25 runs behind Pakistan, 47 over stage. Slow delivery, a lot of effort for just 1 run. Coming back for the second of the throws, good to the keeper. This got to be close. Out, good throw. Always going to be a dangerous second run.
For Salim Malik, he's been involved in 2 of the run-outs. He's got a very good arm, a strong arm and an accurate arm, and he got that one into the keeper Salim Yusuf right next to the stumps. Mahanama struggling a bit with a bad knee. Good take there by Salim Yusuf, and the batsman well short of his crease. A sad end there for Mahanama as he limps off the field. Sri Lanka are now 7 for 271.
Soka de Silva. That's in the air. The man's getting under it. Salim again coming around, making some ground, but it falls safely. They'll pick up 2 runs. Punaratunga won the toss earlier today and sent Pakistan into bat.
Pakistan compiling a magnificent score, 3 for 315 off the 50 overs, thanks to Saeed Anwar with 126 off just 99 deliveries, and Ramiz with his 2nd consecutive century, 107 not out off 154 deliveries.
It's well driven. They'll look for a couple here. Ijaz the fieldsman. Situation's getting impossible now for Sri Lanka, running out of wickets. Once again he finds the stumps. Spot on. Lebroy clean bowled for 12.
Yes, that's what he's learnt. He's got 2 wickets in this innings, bowling near the end of the innings when the batsmen are getting after him, and he's hit the stumps on 2 occasions. Mind you, he was given a pretty fair target there by Graham LeBroy. It's now 8 for 280.
8 more runs added to take it up to 8 for 288 at the close of play. An unavailing effort from Sri Lanka there, but a good performance. It turned out to be a good match, whereas it could have been an absolute fizzer. There was some marvellous batting throughout the day. This is the final scorecard for Sri Lanka, 8 for 288, with Ranatunga 64 and Mahanama, he made 72 before being run out. 8 for 288, and the bowling figures, 2 wickets to Waqar, who again bowled well, Aqib 2 wickets, and Nadim Guri 1 for 54 from 8 overs. Here's Max Walker now with the presentation to the 2 captains and man of the match, Saeed Anwar.
Thank you very much, Richie. Well, from the Benson Hedges money, the sponsorship money, the ACB has allocated the following prize money for the winning side, captained by Imran Khan, Pakistan, a cheque for $3,000. Imran, congratulations. And I guess out there today there were some moments of high drama, you had a bit of humour, and there was some great cricket as well.
Yes, of course, Saeed played a great knock, but I agree with you. There was some very funny moments today.
And I suppose the other big question was Akram, that injury?
Well, we don't know. He, while taking a quick single, he's aggravated his groin. He's not going to play on Monday or Tuesday when we play Australia. We hope that he'll be fit for the finals.
Well, good luck with that one. And now moving right along, Arjuna Ranatunga. A good effort today, Arjuna. $1,500 runner-up. Of course, you don't expect to lose when you score that many runs. 600 runs in a day and a total just under 290. Can you improve for tomorrow, or have you learned anything from today?
I think, yes, this is one of the best tracks we have played, and I think Saeed Anwar played a super innings at the start, and Ramesh gave a very good support. And it was too big a total to chase anyhow. I think we got somewhere close to it. I think I'm very satisfied with the performances.
Good luck then tomorrow.
Thanks.
Okay, Arjuna. And the man of the match, I guess you'd go a long way to see a century better than this one. Saeed Anwar played shots over the top, along the ground, a knock that just about everything. A very satisfying moment in your cricket career, Saeed. A cheque there for $500, and of course we get the goblets as well.
Thanks very much.
What about that catch though? You actually upended yourself and went over the fence in trying to catch the 6. You took the catch and nearly lost your pants.
Yeah, I took my catch and my pant was stuck in the boundary stands and I just fell. I took the catch, yeah.
No injury?
No, it's it's just a minor injury. It's not a major one. Just had a little cuts on my back, a sore back.
And obviously enjoying opening the batting.
Yeah, I'm enjoying opening the batting.
Okay, man, a few words and many, many shots. Saeed Anwar, man of the match here at Adelaide Oval. That's it from down here. Back to you, Richie.
Thanks, Max. Few words, but plenty of strokes, and it was magnificent stuff from the player of the match here, Saeed Anwar. Now, the points table in the Benson Hedges World Series shows Australia 10. Pakistan have gone ahead of them in the run rate, 4.55. Now, coming up tomorrow, the second game in this double-header at the Adelaide Oval, Australia against Sri Lanka, Sunday, 18th of February. For the moment, from the Adelaide Oval, it's good night.
This has been another presentation from Nine's Wide World of Sports.